All right, so I'm gonna start this over. It was a great speech, but because I had the radio up, this microphone was actually picking up both. Even though our uh, technology has gone that much more advanced to actually pick up my voice as it's supposed to. You know, when you try to send out an important message, there's all type of altercations that really shouldn't be existing or in the way. Excuse me. Now, my speech is powerful because it took one life on a cross to put everyone to sleep, to get even those that were trying to do this type of plan, to even get them confused and lost for a little bit. But only a few were able to regain that and keep having it grow, manifest to something dark, Illuminati. Other than that, there's so much technology out there and everything that comes from existence of people who, you know, were able to either help or those others that, I mean, we've had so much happening in the universe, and there's so many planets that are dry now that had life on them. Like, I hate it how this talking to people gets so long that, you know, I'm everywhere, boom, 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 here and there, instead of you actually clicking and getting it, you know? And the fact that I've been questioned or doubted so much, it really messes with the human's vessel mind to process everything that you know, because when you get the right answer and you know it's the right answer, you're strong about it. And then later on, when people just diss you, it's just a waiting time where Cinderella story, Arthur with the sword, you know, that really didn't happen. We did have King Arthur, but we did not have no great man with sword. We had a man that defied the churches. We had men that wanted to sleep with other women, men that killed their wives. Cleopatra, you know, she killed her brother. She was a Roman. A lot of that sparks from the original plot idea. And even though it's manifest because it got broken up, you know, 12 parties, one of them actually broke up in the 90s, Bush and Bin Laden's. Everything is there, you know, all the proof. I'm not scared to speak up. I'm not scared to see a big van full of masked freaking FBI, or I don't know who would be on the dirty side, because it's always hidden in the shadows. 7 angels, 7 demons, you know? It's very important. And we have everything in number codes for sequences that show only one type of party created everything and their liking, you know? 7 superheroes, 7 planets, 7 this and that. I mean, like I said, 3 days is what it took for Jesus to walk. I believe 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. It wasn't no 7. You know, everything has manifested into a 6 and a 7 as far as good and bad, and it flips both sides. So if it took one death to put everyone to sleep, then like I said months ago when I was just talking on my ass wanting to save people from currency and going broke and starving, you know, I tell you again, when I sacrifice myself or I let anybody take my life, as long as it made the change of good to wake everyone up. If you're a computer simulation and you're happy being like part of the hard drive, and all of a sudden you give it in your own body and you're a robot, and you know, you go live life, you'd be lost for a bit trying to upgrade, trying to program yourself. But then once you finally do, and then you're able to actually hit that type of something in your brain where, you know, this robotic brain, where all of a sudden you connect to the main computer, then it's like, am I my own person or am I that computer? Well, you're your own person, but you have, you know, a connection with that main computer. Now, we're not computers, but that was a good example of how I became intellectually smart. I mean, there's times where I have my defaults because of the human vessel. You know, you get put into a human vessel as far as knowing things. Not saying you're a different person, because that's what a lot of people are putting words in my mouth. You know, when you say you're God, it's only if you care about everyone, only if you're able to prove it with everything that was not taught to you, but you know better than the actual experts. That if you're trying to promote death, if you're trying to say you're somebody else, then obviously you're not. You're just a manipulator. You're actually the devil, you know. So, am I God in vessel? No, but mentally we are all connected, just like little computer systems to one big computer. And who's that big computer? Well, if you look at it, you know, I always say universe, but also Earth, because, for instance, you know, you have Jacob's Ladder, you have Fifth Element. You have Fifth Element. What? I forgot that way earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that like that yesterday?
I know, it was
for you.
What's this? Man,